I am back, and as you can see, it's not Doom Eternal. That crash, right when I was winning, because it's not the first time Doom Eternal has crashed during the playthrough, and then I restart the stream, and then I keep going, and it's fine. But like, you know what? Yesterday's stream of Doom Eternal was tough, and yes, I did get further in today's stream finally, after about half an hour of struggling. But if the game can just crash like that, and then I've got to do the fight again, honestly that kills my desire to play. I would prefer to just keep an eye on Doom Eternal on PS5, and do a Cyberpunk on it. In that, I'll wait for a patch. The current patch is 1.004, so I'd wait for 1.005. I really feel like putting that game on hold. I mean, if I feel like in the mood to play it, I think I will, you know, and we'll carry on, and hopefully, like, touch wood, it won't crash. I'll be able to beat that fight, beat the mission, beat the game, and yeah. But I hope you guys will forgive me that I just don't want to play any more of it right now. But I realized I'd only really been live for an hour. So for the second portion of my stream today, we're going to have a complete change of pace and play probably one of the best massively multiplayer online RPGs that there is. Massively multiplayer online role-playing game is the full name of the genre. And yeah, we're going to play Final Fantasy XIV online. There we go. For stream 456. Now weirdly, the PlayStation 5 wouldn't let me type 455, but it will let me type 456 without starring it out as if it was a swear word. So that's cool. I'm going to say hello to the person that logged in my free company. So we just changed the chat channel. I've got a separate keyboard to type with on PS5. Bluetooth keyboard. And yeah, we're going to actually continue the main scenario quest. Because I need a change of pace from Doom that just decides to quit itself and close the stream, and it's kind of disappointing that happened, but what can you do? So Alpha No, who I need to speak to, is right over here. Let's speak to him. We've just beaten Titan hard the previous time I streamed this. Oh, there he is. Did I not tell you? We returned safe and sound. Deed is done then. Titan is no more. Indeed. Good, there has been enough tragedy this day. Tell me about it, right? Doom Eternal crashing like that, right when I was winning the fight, finally? He's been like this since he began consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he has made no attempt to respond. He is almost certainly still in shock, but cannot discount the possibility that he's succumbed to the primal's influence. Should that prove to be the case, he must be put to death like any other thrall. Such is the Alliance's policy, yes? You have the right of it. But we must not rush to conclusions after all. We once feared Izel's followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. We can but watch, wait, and pray. Wow. The beats that mourned at the heart of the mountain. AKA Titan, that we beat in the previous stream. Oh, ding! Ding! Oh, we leveled up. We're finally 61. And I've played this game so infrequently that I've got rested XP all the way to 62. Over almost 5 million XP points of rested XP banked up. Damn. Okay. Often I would rather not worry about what may or may not come to pass. I admire that. There is naught to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less one we may never see come to pass. Let us turn to the more immediate matters, informing Commander Blenheim of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that would be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? Sure. Is this nearby? It is nearby. Oh, this is a nice change of pace from Doom. Don't get me wrong, I love Doom Eternal. I was enjoying Doom Eternal. I wanted to keep playing Doom Eternal. And I was winning. But when, like, it just decides to quit like that, nah. You're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst. But they said you had matters well in hand. Certainly did. All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear it, but not half as glad as my men'll be, believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, the primal's a primal, and there ain't no soul in the mainstream that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, like, we were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive as to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friend, sounds to me like cause for celebration. Now, I know a lot of you have places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane. Oh, nice. Yeah, this game is good.
Who goes there?
Oh, voiced cutscene.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas.
I mean, at least he's followed you.
It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences. Yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. Nevertheless, I had to believe he had good reason. I was determined to uncover the whole truth of the calamity and, perhaps in so doing, find my own purpose in this sea of chaos. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save.
Wow.
I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
I travelled far and wide with two companions, Estinian and Nurzel, who were under some rather unique circumstances. I had the pleasure to fight alongside Sir Emmerich when Alpha and I last came to the Dravanian hinterlands. Yeah, let's talk about our brother.
We had no clear memories of our life in the hinterlands, having returned to the motherland as infants. Nevertheless, I am quite familiar with Master Matoya, as is every Charlayan. I should like to speak with her someday. 'Twould not surprise me if Alphino's recent maturation was at least somewhat due to her sage guidance. I would never tell him this, of course, but there have been moments when I've caught myself thinking of him as an elder brother. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light.
I've noticed.
As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
Oh, hey, bro. That was a nice scene. It was a very nice scene. Oh, here we go. Warriors of Darkness. I'm really curious about where this is going.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Oh, really? That's a crystal from Hydaelyn and not Zodiac? Because they worship a big purple crystal called Zodiac.
Every tool has its purpose. Even this. Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not.
Oops, sorry.
What did the man in white have to say?
Elidibus, right?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts, and thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Old friends? Wait, who is he?
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardour belongeth not unto the Asians alone.
Oh.
With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all-too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
So basically, he's saying that the Warrior of Darkness over there on the left, right by the image of me, should go kill the Warrior of Light, which is my character.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Wow.
Very well. Draw him out. We'll make it quick.
What the heck?
It shall be done. What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness.
Yeah, I should know who this is, shouldn't I? And I don't think I do. It's not Thancred, is it?
Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
Is that you, Thancred? Because that would be crazy. Oh, another guildie logging in. I'll say hey. 1 minute ago. Trust you had a good night's rest. I was but this moment speaking with Thancred. Oh no, Thancred's alright. I'm gonna ask the guildie how they are. You can see the chat in the bottom left. How are you? That's not how you say you. Here we go. Okay, so Thancred and that have got interesting news to share. Apparently, during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates which were born Ishgardian seals. That would seem someone at the capital has been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. So Emmerich believes that it was only a matter of time before the culprits are found. But we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look in the recent activities of the other tribes, in case they too are flush with Ishgardian crystals. With that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another. Wait, where is Elise? She was here a moment ago with Gabu. Okay, and now we need to find... Are these there? Oh god, it's another search for thing. Oh, it's okay, they're just over there. Not bad, thanks. Oh, let me guess, time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it's any consolation, I've already packed my things. How is he? Perfect, Commander Bryant. Somebody tells me you're not solely out here for the concern of his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not sure he's even slept. If he did, it seems he seems none for the better for it. He just shuffles about with the same expression on his face. You will look after him, won't you, Commander, and treat him with every kindness? Still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance. Till he comes back to us, until we know for certain what has become of him. Aye, aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of it, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, nor will the master in command. I'm sorry, Gabriel, truly am. You should never have been made to. And I know you couldn't possibly understand. But there's nothing I can do or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much that your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst, and fill up again with your love for them. And never ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them. And you, Elise. Thank you. He said something! Okay, so your words have reached him. In time he will recover. Those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. Thousands times over, aye, there will be a reckoning. Wow. Wow, okay. Return to the waking sands. Cool, well the quick and easy way of doing that is opening the map like this and teleporting to the nearest aetheryte crystal, like so, closing these screens. Interesting that we're going to the waking sands. Again, it's the first base, the first headquarters that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, which we are a part of. It's the original headquarters of the people. Normally this is a level 35 area, so it's kind of interesting coming back here again. I mean, the game story, and I think I streamed uh, this game the last time they sent us this way. When I was still level 60, we've now hit 61 at last. But yeah, it's weird seeing like level 13 enemies that now aren't bothered with me, whereas back before I was streaming, when I was coming through here the first time, there was a lot of combat, as you might imagine, with a lot of these enemies. So, somebody wants to do something in the FC, and I'm just checking what levels are required to do what they'd like. Ah, sorry. We have very great tidings from O Gromera, my friends, by the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts. People of Limsa may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes, though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting. We did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the warriors of darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means unmitigated success, but it will have to survive. It'll have to suffice. And let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavily on my lady's mind. As thou did request, I sought out the oracles that we might better understand the aims of the warriors of darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. Wow. 7 times they succeeded. Then of 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye. All is as my lady Memphilia spake unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral ties, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow unto the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Then if the warriors of darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die? In essence, aye. The verse speaketh of, oh my god, renunculation of the flesh and subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner of which the warriors of darkness described, it would give way unto a void wherein none may know either life or death. What? Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul, which returneth unto the source, may be born anew, saved. Such, at least, is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then gods, no one should ever... If that's true, then gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on this subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. It would seem several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of certain Alamegan parties, of course. Alamegan, strange. And you really believe this to be the work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. And lest you wonder their motive, I will remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Rygar. I probably butchered that, apologies. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group of devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. Okay. It may also interest thee to know that Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Elaine Rolight's network of spies, and I didn't mean to skip the cutscene. I can't believe I just did that. Oh, well, at least it's mentioned the name, so I'm assuming they're on about the leader of the network of spies. It's twice now that we have sought Ariandra's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he were a stranger. Oh no! Something else must have happened in the cutscene, and now we don't know what it is. The Archon was one of Grandfather's most devout pupils, and spent as much time at the estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall the day from my childhood where I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later though. Little Alamigo awaits. I am sorry for skipping the cutscene. I mean, I wanted to see it. Let me see what I can do. Let me see. I think I can do something about this. Right? I think this game is a cutscene viewer, it's not like in the menu, you have to go to, like, I would have to go to the quicksand, right, like the adventurers go. I want to see if I can get that cutscene back up. The unending journey. There we go. Oh, I don't think... Yeah, unfortunately... Oh, that's a shame. I don't think I can. This is the last cutscene. Yeah, we've seen that. I mean, it's cool. Most of the cutscenes are there, like all the main plot. Like, this is main quest, but it's obviously not important enough. But yeah, we just got to go see Aliza. Maybe that's who Alphina was talking about. But yeah, there's a cutscene viewer for most things. I will not knock circle again and then hit X, because that's what happened. Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in Urianger's head, now more than ever. If anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I am prepared to do what must be done. Right then, to more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Pancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. Where are we going? Tail feather. Wait. Oh, hang on a minute. No. Return. There was another question. I'm confused. Yeah, Alphina's got another thing. Alphina's ego to get the work. Okay. Apologies for just skipping that, but yeah. Alright, let's do this. But yeah, now we've got multiple main scenario quests. There we go. Oh, let me guess, come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. While he'd lit a fire in every Alamigan's heart, he'd also inspired more than a few old arms to pledge themselves to the cause. And little wonder the Garleans won't stop until we're all under the yoke. Talbot. I see you there going around asking questions, looking for Griffin and his lot, I'll bet. Seems they'll talk a little Alamigo these days. Folk wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for the Guardians, and what's under that mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face with all the scars. Others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and that they'd send a bloody legion if they knew he were here. I guess your guess is as good as mine. Where's the last guy? Yeah, I really don't know. It could be anywhere in this orange circle. Unless there's more than one orange circle. Which there doesn't seem to be. In the tent? That's good, isn't it? Oh, up this ramp? There you are. Yeah, the resistance, damned if I know it. It's not as if I'd be any use to him. If you set store all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you, but I'm too old for mass bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. Welcome to the person that's just tuned in. I was playing Doom Eternal till it crashed, and then I decided to, instead of continue and have to do that fight again, I thought I'd change game for a while. And play something a bit more chill. I really have been enjoying Doom lately though, but I might wait for it to be patched on PS5 before I play it again. I think I just got unlucky, like it hasn't always crashed when I've streamed it, but it is a game that can crash occasionally. Especially that's what you learned, but then I think I already know. Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Mass. Yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamigan liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of the primal. Although I feel confident that this group which received the crystal ship Although I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement leader to confirm my suspicions, and my happiness is help while I'm about it. Given that you and Gondobold are already accustomed, maybe it would be best if you took the lead, shall we? Or we shall. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Andrews, I can't help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. With Griffin? Yeah, I know of him, as do we all. He and his master become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was suspicion at first, given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision, and they truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished, but I have not forgotten Wilred. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Quan. Go and see him with your own eyes. Weigh his word with your own heart. Oh my god, that dungeon. Are we gonna have to go there? How convenient. 'Tis but a pity that Thancred is not there to join us. You two go on ahead. I will stay behind and wait for him. Oh my god, are we gonna have to play Sunken Temple of Quan again? Pretty sure I did the basic version of that. Oh my god. If I have to do a hard version of that, I'm gonna end the stream here. Because I reckon the Duty Finder queuing system, like, will make us wait a while. And this is a game that I do play both on stream and off. Obviously, when I have streamed, I've streamed a number of the queues, but given that this is my second stream of the day, I think if it's going to make me queue and wait for a group in order to do a harder version of a dungeon, I'd rather wrap things up. But as you can see, little by little, I'm getting further and further, catching up with main scenario, which I think I might now make it a bit more of a priority, given that I really was annoyed with Doom crashing on a mission that's proving very tough. I reckon I'm near the end of it, and I will stream Doom again when I feel like it, but you know what, I would love there to be a patch before, like either for the game or for the PS5, and we know that a PS5 patch is coming because they've got an update in beta, you know, the one that allows you to expand your internal drive storage, so that's cool. Unfortunately, I was not invited to this beta. But, you never know, I might be in future. This has been a nice contrast to Doom though, for sure. With the 3 clocks there, what you can see is Eorzea time, so kind of like the in-game time of day. Then the LT is local time, that is the time in my country, the UK. And then the ST is the server time, is the time that the in-game server is going by. It has begun. I hear voices coming from within. Oh.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home.
Whoa!
We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight.
Now hang on a minute. Listen, I'm finishing off the Heavensward expansion. I'm pretty sure this whole thing with Alamigo that you're talking about is what the Stormblood expansion revolves around. I'm pretty sure that I, as the Warrior of Light, am about to get to it soon. Hold up there, Griffin.
They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us. And they have murdered us. But no more. Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands.
I get it, you're angry, but this is not the way.
This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamegan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more!
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
What are you two doing here?
Ida? Wow.
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
Oh hey, a couple of the other scions.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
At least I didn't have to fight there. Words cannot express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you, though it was pretty obvious you and Andreas would be fine. Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the scions. Divided as they were, and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you been doing all this time? Paying a favour. After the banquet, we had no choice to flee, but to flee Uldar. Okay, so this is like the end of the A Realm Reborn story. This is before I was even streaming this game at all. And like, yeah, the end of the main game where everybody had to flee Uldar. We would have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and showed at us in Little Alamigo. All at great risk to themselves. Obviously we couldn't let that go unknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. So while we've been in Ishgard during the Heavensward expansion where our character took shelter in House Fortomp, these two have been in Alamigo, which I do believe the Stormblood expansion revolves around. Okay. When we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Larito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Ramban had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact. But having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation. At the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your positive expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought this might happen. Although I'm also very happy to let the refugees spread word within the community They're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders, and we heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the signs of the seventh dawn. Curious. It is well known that we are no friends of Garlemald. One would think the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his court would welcome our support. Ah, I should say that the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator. A talented rabble-rouser to boot. Would not surprise me if he was responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in the raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all, the secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. What? It's not as if I'm making all of you wear one. And mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the, behind the man. For all good it did. And I heard the whole of it, but tell me, what prompted you to take interest in the Griffin? Summoning? You're not serious, I can't believe it. The Resistance would never entertain such a ridiculous plan, but the Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. Cannot say with confidence that he would or what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The Mars have made many such claims of late. I confess, I had assumed it to be mere bluster, but in the context of shipments you speak of, it is not impossible that they're alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together. If anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Hey, nice, indeed. That is assuming you'll have us. Oh my god, of course, these are my dudes. We're getting the band back together, nice. Yes. Oh, this is wonderful. Spell speed. I don't really bother with the food much. I'll take the Allegan silver piece, because I can sell that for money. As you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal. We must obtain confirmation while there is still time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of the Griffin's closest associates. While he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he could probably tell us the mass plans in broad strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without a suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alphino will pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words, to take arms for a noble cause. Ida and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements and testify to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. You will need to look the part, as we might maintain the charade, until we have him cornered, at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Talbot, and have him rub over a suitable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? No, that sounds good. All seems simple enough, thank you, and with that address, let us be off. Deliver the sack of Gil. Yep, money talks. So yeah, I'm gonna play on until we reach a point where there's a duty to be done. I think. Cool. You want to buy what? I don't know what you're up to, but I want no part of it. Are you sure about that? Well, you're the ones with the girl. Seeing as your friends are Papalino. So yeah, tunicas up so they're both be tailored and treated for your taste. Now off with you, before someone sees us together. Clothes maketh the man, as they say. I'll go and change and see in the spot. Alpha no marked. Right, so in the character screen, I'm first of all going to hit the recommended gear button. Right? And then I'm going to hit... Wait, what's that? Is that like offhand? I think it is. So the recommended gear has been equipped, right? And then I hit triangle to update my gear set. And then I'm going to change the my god, that is so bad. Like, that is so bad, like, equipment-wise. Ugh. So where do I have to go? Oh, I've gotta wear other stuff too. I gotta wear the schlops. I haven't put my schlops on, hold on. So they would be... are they trousers? Yeah. And now can I go... Yeah, now I can go this other thing. Alright. Because of course he's not gonna suspect the hat and the bow and everything else we haven't changed. Oh, look at us, a pair of downhill adventurers seeking a chance to recapture past glories. Yes, this should suffice. And now we play the waiting game. Well, that was faster than Duty Finder.
My thanks, comrades. You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal. Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
Oh, here we go.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Oh, wow.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
Well, their god is still a primal.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honourable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god.
Well, Ifrit was the first primal that we ever fought. Like, when you play through Final Fantasy XIV, I think Ifrit is the very first primal fight. And what's really cool is he kind of looks like how he looks in Final Fantasy X.
Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
Maybe.
Aye. I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave man can make a difference.
Wow.
You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago. On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
But
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Why am I opening the map? He's right there. As long as I how you live in the present, how you focus on the problems at hand to keep moving forward. Ha! Oh, they're not talking about me. So let's keep moving forward together, Andrews. We must find and secure those crystals. There's no time for looking back. Again, I want that silver piece, please. For the guild, the money. I think I will keep moving forward. One life for one world. If we take the Griffin's double at his word, then the crystals are now somewhere in Zarak, ready to be put to use by the Almanja. We must appraise Elise of all we've learned. I will join you both in a little. Let me go after I've changed. Yeah, we're gonna change back. We don't need these clothes anymore, so what we do is we get our gear set, and there we go. Then now with it equipped, we can go to the recommended gear thing, check it, and then update the gear list. And then there we go. I'm really close to where I need to be. Why is this? Why am I being silly? And okay, I'm gonna go into the cave area and then around. Let's go this way. Check a bit, keep. Do you sell gristle greens? No, you're a taxi. Okay. Now that Fankred has finally arrived, mayhap you can share your latest findings? You mean to tell me while you were worrying yourself sick, Ida and Papolino were here all along, but Ishtola will be relieved, and also angry, mainly angry I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them at the hands of the Almaja. For all we know, they are preparing to summon it as we speak. We must make for Zorak without delay. Agreed. If there is no else to discuss, let us depart at once. Someone overheard us, and it is. As they go forth. And so they go forth in accordance with the Griffin's plan. The players gather to assume their mounts on a stage woven in flame. Ere long the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am the author, God forgive me, shall it at last be performed. Naught else remaineth, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. Something big's about to go down, and it's going to end up being, well, not in this stream. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, this is it. This is where it's going to tell me to do the duty finder. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you make any firing preparations, do so now. I shall await your signal. Upon proceeding to the bowl of embers, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Okay, yeah, so we are going to stop our stream there. But you know what? I am tempted to, instead of playing this off stream, I'm tempted to continue this story on stream because I do love a series of cutscenes in sequence. And this story's been really quite interesting and a nice change of pace from Doom. Which, as I said, I'm tempted to leave for now. See if there's a patch for the game in like maybe the next over the next few weeks or so. Like I might just put the playthrough on hold until the games that I want in September are beat. We'll see. If I feel like playing some Doom, I will. But yeah, apologies for the game crash. And for the fact I didn't resume playing Doom Eternal right afterwards, I swapped to this game. But overall, I've been streaming since noon, British summertime. So, you know, for a little under, 3 hours. You know, 2 hours 40 or whatever. Hope you've enjoyed the streams. And I plan to be live again tomorrow. I'm not quite sure with what. It might be more of this, to be honest, because I've really enjoyed the bit of the story that we've done. And yeah, until then, take care of yourselves.